I think the biggest problem I had this year, even with him and on his side, is identity.
I think that I was just, living in this shame, living in all this sort of stuff in my past, and I wasn't able to move on.
I don't want anything ever to happen to him bad. It hurts me.
Selena has long been admired for her grace in handling personal challenges, but her past relationship with Justin remains a topic of discussion, especially as new details emerge about his time within Sean Diddy Combs' inner circle during their tumultuous on-again off-again relationship. Justin was closely linked to Diddy, frequently attending his infamous parties and events, some of which are now at the center of serious allegations. By extension, Selena found herself on the periphery of this world, likely witnessing more than she has ever publicly shared. Reflecting on her struggles, Selena admitted, "I think the biggest problem I had this year with him, and even on his side's identity, I was living in shame, stuck in my past and unable to move on despite everything." She has expressed that she never wants anything bad to happen to Justin, admitting, "It hurts me as the spotlight turns to Bieber's past associations." Selena's experiences during that time take on new significance, hinting at a much more complex Justin was navigating a whirlwind of fame and high-profile connections, with Diddy's influence playing a significant role. Selena, deeply involved in Justin's life at the time, witnessed firsthand the pressures he faced and the environments he was exposed to. While she has remained private about the details, those close to the former couple suggest she knows far more about the behind-the-scenes dynamics of that era than she has ever shared. Now, as disturbing allegations resurface regarding Justin's time around Diddy, fans can't help but wonder what Selena might reveal. With her intimate understanding of Justin's experiences and her own proximity to these events, her perspective could provide crucial insight into what truly happened during those years. Known for being protective of her exes, Selena's response to these revelations could offer a deeper look into the hidden realities of that time. These revelations could be both empathetic and eye-opening, leaving fans eagerly awaiting whether Selena will speak out, adding her voice to the growing conversation about the darker side of Diddy's world. Meanwhile, Justin Bieber has reportedly been struggling in recent weeks as Sean Diddy Combs faces legal troubles that have shaken the entertainment industry, with Diddy now entangled in allegations that could lead to serious consequences, including possible imprisonment. Justin's past connection to the mogul has resurfaced as a painful memory. Sources close to Bieber say these recent developments have stirred up unresolved emotions, forcing him to confront a difficult chapter of his past. These revelations could be both empathetic and eye-opening, leaving fans eagerly awaiting whether Selena will speak out, adding her voice to the growing conversation about the darker side of Diddy's world. Meanwhile, Justin Bieber has reportedly been struggling in recent weeks as Sean Diddy Combs faces legal troubles that have shaken the entertainment industry, with Diddy now entangled in allegations that could lead to serious consequences, including possible imprisonment. Justin's past connection to the mogul has resurfaced as a painful memory. Sources close to Bieber say these recent developments have stirred up unresolved emotions, forcing him to confront a difficult chapter of his past. Old wounds have resurfaced for Justin, reminding him that his past wasn't as glamorous as it may have seemed. Meanwhile, Selena's perspective, both as someone who cared deeply for Justin and as a first-hand observer, could offer valuable insight into the struggles he endured during that time. Fans are beginning to speculate whether she might break her silence to support Justin during this difficult period, offering empathy and perhaps even shedding light on a part of his story that has never been fully told. The reality behind the scenes was far darker than anyone could have imagined. On September 16, Sean Diddy Combs was arrested on charges of trafficking, coercion, and facilitating transportation for prostitution, according to a 14-page indictment. Prosecutors accused him of leading a criminal enterprise that exploited women, orchestrated drug-fueled days-long parties referred to as freak-offs, and used intimidation tactics to silence those around him. Diddy has since pleaded not guilty to the charges, but after hearing these disturbing allegations, a source exclusively told In Touch that fans are now reassessing his connections with other celebrities, including Justin Bieber, in an entirely new light. No one feels the weight of these revelations more than Bieber himself. Since the news broke, his Instagram has been flooded with messages of support from fans, with many writing things like "the world should have protected you" and urging him to expose Diddy, who took the young singer under his wing when Justin was just 15. However, according to an insider, the last thing Justin wants to do is relive or publicly address his complicated relationship with Diddy. The troubled star, who has faced his own battles with drug addiction, suicidal thoughts, and a series of public meltdowns over the years, has remained silent about the darker aspects of his experiences. He is determined to keep that part of his past in the past rather than revisiting it now. Now Justin is slowly beginning to open up to his close friends about what he went through, with a source adding that he's been describing it as a nightmare that has haunted him privately for years. Looking back, the red flags in Justin Bieber and Diddy's relationship were always there. But at the time they were easy to overlook. Justin, who was just 13 when Usher first introduced him to Diddy, quickly became a regular presence in the music mogul's circle as his own career soared. Their relationship appeared to be one of mentorship, but in hindsight it was far from healthy. In March 2009, a clip of the two resurfaced, offering a glimpse into the troubling dynamic between them. In the video, Diddy casually boasts about the plans they had, saying, "He's having 48 hours with Diddy. What we're doing we can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. We're going to go full crazy." Justin clearly seemed uncomfortable with the situation, but at the time it was easy to dismiss. In the video, Justin's uncomfortable response, "Let's just go get some girls," now viewed through a much more critical lens, reveals a disturbing side of their relationship, one that seemed far more about indulgence and manipulation than mentorship. The interaction has since sparked backlash, with many people reflecting on the unsettling dynamic between Diddy and the young star. One user on X, formerly Twitter, pointed out P. Diddy was Usher's legal guardian and Justin Bieber literally just turned 15 years old. Bieber had to spend 48 hours with Diddy. The location and what they did were undisclosed, but we know what happened. He's not beaten those allegations. Bieber has long hinted at the trauma he endured as a young star, much of it stemming from his association with figures like Diddy. While a viral video of Justin singing about a Diddy party was later revealed to be AI generated, the pain he experienced during those years is undeniably real. In his 2020 track Lonely, in Lonely, Justin sings, "And it felt like no one gave a s," capturing the deep loneliness and isolation he felt as he navigated fame at such a young age. In a tearful 2020 interview with Apple Music's Zane Lowe, Justin reflected on his past with raw emotion, admitting how difficult it was to grow up in the public eye. "It was hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn," he said. His vulnerability heartbreaking. Justin expressed a deep desire to protect others, particularly young stars like Billie Eilish, who also started her career young. "If she ever needs me, I'm going to be here for her," he shared, adding, "I don't want her to go through anything I went through. I don't wish that upon anybody." According to sources, he's reached out to multiple young stars, offering his support and letting them know they can call him if they ever find themselves in a tough situation. He's been upfront about his own struggles, acknowledging the demons he's faced and how he's relied on therapy. "It's been hard to have all of this stuff dredged up right now," says the source, referring to the renewed attention on Justin's past. However, he's focusing on his hugely supportive wife Hailey and their one-month-old son Jack. Despite the difficulty, if speaking about his past trauma can help others, he likely will. He wants to break the cycle once and for all. In response, one fan wrote, "Justin Bieber was always so uncomfortable around P. Diddy." Now a 2011 video of Justin and Diddy on Jimmy Live has resurfaced, casting an eerie light on their relationship in the wake of Diddy's recent arrest for alleged trafficking and racketeering. In the clip, host Jimmy Kimmel asks the two about their friendship and whether they're collaborating on music. Diddy, then 54, responds, "I think that we have become friends in a strange way." To this, a 16-year-old Justin, with his typical sense of humor, jokes, "It's like Robin." The awkwardness in the exchange is palpable, with many viewers now looking at the interaction through the exchange references the popular TV show Rob Big, featuring skateboarder Rob Dyrdek and his bodyguard, the late Christopher Big Black Boykin. In the 2011 interview, Diddy, speaking about his relationship with Justin Bieber, says, "He's like a little brother to us. He's not afraid to call and ask for advice. He's somebody that industry-wise, the record industry is a strong family. We definitely have our arms around him and want to protect him because he's genuinely such a nice person. Besides his talents, he's one of the greatest kids you could ever know." Justin then reached out to shake hands with Diddy as the two laughed and joked around. Jimmy Kimmel chiming in added, "You know, Diddy bought his son a Bentley. Maybe he could buy you one also while you're at it." Kimmel 56 continued, "He got me a Lamborghini," to which Bieber, now 30, responded, "I haven't gotten it yet though. When is that coming, that Lamborghini?" The lighthearted moment captures a different side of their dynamic, one that contrasts. The host interjected, "We talked about this last time, the Lamborghini, for a day or two, and he had access to the house," Combs said, adding, "He knows better than to be talking about the things he does with Big Brother Puff on national television. Everything ain't for everybody." While the conversation seemed lighthearted at the time, in light of what we now know about Diddy's alleged activities, it casts a troubling shadow over their dynamic and raises serious questions about the nature of their friendship, especially considering Justin's young age at the time. So what do you think? Comment down below and let us know if you liked this video. Click the subscribe button and hit the bell icon to be the first to see my next video. I post updates like this every week, uncovering the secrets of your favorite celebrities.